October is going to be an exciting month and we're working on some serious savings goals. So today I'm breaking it down to show you our October 2020 budget. Hey guys, I'm Marissa and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through our October 2020 budget, showing you all the income that we're bringing in this month and how we plan to either spend or save every dollar that we bring in. But before we get into it, I want to let you know the budget template that I'm using today is actually one that you can get yourself on my shop. So I will have a link to that in the description box down below. It comes as an instant download, which you can use in Excel, and you can also use in Google Sheets if you don't have Excel, so no worries there. So I'm getting excited for October. I can't believe we're in like the last quarter of 2020. I know that for most of us it still just feels like March of 2020, so where has the year even gone? But here we are. So without further ado, let's break it down and I'll show you our budget. So while I am obviously very transparent with sharing my actual household budget here on the internet, I do have a little bit of privacy, and that is just blocking out my income, my husband's income, and my business income, just to give some sort of privacy there. So I do show you our total household income though, and that is $10,000. So we use a zero-based budget, which means every dollar gets a name, whether that's to an expense or a savings. We want to give every dollar a place and a plan for the month. So now to show you where we plan to spend every dollar of this $10,000. So the first thing that we have here is our tithe. We are Christians and we believe in giving to our church and other organizations. So we first and foremost have our tithe, and this is to our church, and we plan to give $925 this month. We normally give 10%, but last month, you'll see in our September budget report, but last month we ended up having a different income than we were expecting, and I gave our tithe first, so we ended up giving more than what we would have. Anyway, I know that you can never give too much, but I'm just adjusting that a little bit here in our budget. So $925 is what we plan to do for this month. Next we have is African New Life. We sponsor 2 children in Rwanda through African New Life, and that is $78 a month. Then we have $30 going to another, actually this is $40. $40 going to another missions organization. Then we have our mortgage, which is $23.9860. So we've lived in this house now for a year, and this cost is our principal, interest, PMI, taxes, and insurance. All of that together is $23.9860. Next we have is our HOA, which is $121.46. Then we have water and sewer, which this bill is, I think the last one was like $93.85, so it's usually right around there. So that's what I'll plan for this month. Then we have natural gas at $40. We haven't had to use heat quite yet, and maybe we'll just have to do a little bit like in September. We're finishing off September, so I don't even think we'll have much of a natural gas bill. We use natural gas for our heat and also cooking. So this should be $40. Actually, I'm gonna be updating this in real time. I'm gonna move this down to $25 because we really shouldn't be using very much. Next we have is trash, and we pay our trash every other month, and October is a trash month, so that is around $62. Then we have electric at $40, and because we use natural gas for our heat and everything, electric is really just leaving lights on and having anything plugged in, so that's usually around $40. And it's also good because our air conditioning uses electricity, obviously, but we haven't really had to use air conditioning in September because it's been pretty mild. Then we have internet, and internet is a standard $49.95 each month. Then we have our phones. This is for my cell phone and my husband Jacob's cell phone, and that is $117.33 each month. Then we have insurance for our cars at $128.58. And then life insurance at $52.89. We have 2 term life insurance policies, one for myself and one for my husband, and it's pretty affordable, only $53 a month. Next we have is groceries. We are planning to put $300 to groceries this month, which is pretty doable and the norm for us. Then we have $100 on eating out. Now with everything going on in the world, we still haven't actually gone out to eat. We haven't been out to eat since March. But if we wanted to pick up takeout or do something like that, then that's what we'll pull from here. Next we have is gas at $40 a month. You guys, you'll see in our September budget report, but I'm filming this at the very end of September, but I don't think we're even going to have spent any money on gas for September, which is crazy, but obviously we're not really going anywhere. So $40 is like one fill up for us for the month, and I think that's pretty much all we'll do. Then we have $200 going towards Peter's college savings plan. We opened up a 529 for him a few months ago, and we are saving $200 a month into his college savings plan, which is fun that we now get to save for him for these long-term events. Next we have is our down payment fund. So we are working on saving for a down payment on our future house. We've only lived in this house for a year, but we're planning that for our next house. Ideally, we'd love to be able to keep the house we're currently in and keep it as a rental and then move into a different house. So hopefully in maybe 2 or 3 years, we'll be at the place that we're ready to do that. But for right now, we are saving money for a down payment in a brokerage account. I opened up an account with Vanguard to save and hopefully earn a little bit more interest on this money while we are waiting to save up for this down payment. So we are putting $3,500 into that down payment savings fund. And I don't have this in the savings section of my budget just because this money is going out to a different account. The savings section is money that I keep track of in my personal savings account. So even though this money isn't an expense, it's a savings, it's getting sent out somewhere else. So that is why I don't have it down below. Next we have is Peter. So we're saving $50 a month for Peter in a brokerage account as well. And this is just an investment account that's not for retirement purposes. Basically, we would love to be able to bless our children with some gifts later on in their life, like helping Peter save for a car when he's 16, and then also saving for a wedding. Or what I would also love to do is being able to help our kids with like at least closing costs on their first house, because that can be so confusing. So I did some calculations to kind of figure it out, and I think that saving $50 a month from now until, you know, he buys a house should be able to cover all 3 of those goals within that time. So we are now starting to save for it, which is really fun. The next thing that we have is a birthday line item. Jacob's birthday is in the month of October, so I'm going to get him a gift, and then we'll also get some sort of takeout. So $100 allocated for birthday. And then we have $100 for miscellaneous, because there's always something random that comes up in the month that you weren't planning for. So that's why you always have to have a miscellaneous category. So our total expenses, and again, there are some savings in there, but money that gets sent out, is $85.22.66. So next we have is all of our savings line items, and these are things that we are saving for that I'm like keeping track of myself in our personal savings. So these are like all of our sinking funds. So the first thing that we have is our emergency fund. Now we do have a fully funded emergency fund of $25,000. This is about 7 months of necessary expenses. So we won't be putting anything into that emergency fund. Now also I do want to note, I do have the beginning and ending balances blocked out, but that is just because I haven't showed you our September budget report yet. So I want to make sure that you guys see that before I show you our balances. So the next line item that we have is Jacob. So Jacob gets $100 of personal spending money each month that he could do whatever he wants with it. So that is recorded here in the budget. And then I also get $100 of personal spending money. But you guys, since quarantine and everything, I just haven't spent very much of my own personal spending money. I used to spend it on like going to Starbucks or going out to brunch with friends or like doing those sorts of things, which we don't do right now. So I don't know what to spend my money on. Let me know in the comments down below. What should I spend my money on? I am such a saver that I've hoarded all of my spending money. Okay, the next line item that we have is extra giving. So we put $50 a month into an extra giving fund, and this is something that we can use to spend whenever we want. If an opportunity comes up for us to give, we have it set aside in our budget and the permission to be able to say yes to giving opportunities. The next line item that we have is vacation. So since we have a zero-based budget, we want to make sure that our difference from our income to expense is 0. So this is kind of where I've put every extra penny to make it get to 0. So we put $447.34 into the vacation fund. We are planning to go to Hawaii next summer. Fingers crossed that it works out, because I'm very ready for a vacation. But we are saving money for that trip, and I'm very, very excited about it. Again, hope it happens. Next we have is Christmas. So previously we've been saving $50 a month for Christmas, but we just upped that to $150 for the rest of the year so that we can have those covered, because you guys, it's 3 months until Christmas. So if you haven't started saving money for Christmas, start now. There's still time, but don't let Christmas be an emergency or sneak up on you. You can plan for it now, which is what we're doing. Okay, the next line item that we have is car maintenance. We put $75 a month into a car maintenance fund to take care of any sort of car repairs. And the next line item that we have is house maintenance. We are saving $350 a month. And our goal here is to save 1% of our house value over the year for house maintenance. So dividing that by 12 is $350 a month. So this will cover any sort of house repair that we may need to take care of, whether that's small or even larger, like if we have to, replace the hot water heater or anything like that. Next we have his household. We put $100 a month into a household fund, and this covers things like soap, detergent, paper towel, toilet paper, any sort of thing that we need to like operate the house. And then we have $100 into our baby fund. Since we do have a 4-month-old baby, he definitely has a few costs, so we save money for that every single month for things like food, clothing, diapers, toys, all those sorts of things. So actually, since I did some budgeting updating in real time, as you can see down here, my difference between my income and all of my expenses is $5. So I'm going to reallocate that money here. All right, so I just updated that from my vacation fund to take care of those few extra dollars. And as you can see, our total money out is now $10,000. And so the difference here is 0, which means that every dollar has a name and our budget is complete and ready to go for the month of October. So that is our household budget for our family of 3 for the month of October. Don't forget, if you want to check out this budget template and get it for yourself, you can get it for very cheap on my shop. I will have a link to that down below so you can check it out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more budgeting videos, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a